Hi friends, Paul Frazier here in Bend, Oregon. I want to talk about the lifestyle in Bend, Oregon and why so many people are looking at Bend as a place that could be the ultimate lifestyle. It really is true. And I started thinking about it. I do get that question a lot from my friends and family over the years and clients. And we often are talking a lot about real estate and the great restaurants and the schools and all of that stuff. But when I look back and when I came here 30 years ago, it wasn't that at all. In fact, we didn't have the great restaurants. We didn't have the great schools. We didn't have the great parks. Bend wasn't a cool place yet. Like, nobody knew about Bend. And I noticed some people, that's what they loved about it before anyone found out about Bend. But my personal experience was, I loved the things about Bend that couldn't be changed. And I still feel the same way. And as I'm out here on Phil's Trail this morning doing a little bike ride, I thought, when I'm out here in the middle of the forest and it's quiet, like it is right now, and you look around, like there's nobody out here. You might see a bike or two come by because, this is Phil's Trail after all. It still feels like there's hardly nobody here. And the further you go, the better it gets. So the things that I love about Bend, Oregon are the things that are not changeable. The beautiful mountain views, the skiing, that we get at Mount Bachelor, the hiking, the trails, my newly discovered passion, which is mountain biking. And Bend, Oregon, I don't know if there's a better place in the world, definitely not that I know of in the country, like Bend, Oregon, where you have endless single track mountain biking. Now, I will say this, that I have enjoyed the growth of Bend. I like the restaurants. We have amazing food in Bend. If you're a foodie, you're going to love Bend. I definitely love that. I definitely appreciate the incredible new schools that we have, the teachers, the people here are amazing. Okay, it's a blend. I like some diversity in my friendships and my and people I'm meeting all the time from all over the place, and people that are well traveled, well educated. They come from all backgrounds. Some people born and raised here are still here and will never leave. My kids were raised here, and they've all moved away and came back. And they have their own things that they love about Bend. But as I think about Bend, Oregon, it's been an incredible journey here for us. And I'm still discovering new places. I mean, especially on my mountain bike, I'm discovering new trails that take me to the edge and beyond, into way and deep into the forest. And I absolutely love that. And I can get to the things that I love really quickly. So if you like mountain biking, you've got all kinds of options. If you like to kayak or float around in a lake, you've got countless options, regardless of whether you want to go bass fishing, trout fishing, fly fishing, river fishing. We have rivers all over Central Oregon and into the Willamette Valley, up onto the Cascade Mountain Range, tons of fishing, exploring. I was talking to my son last night, and we were talking about, he's like, what would you guys like to do? You and mom could get away, go somewhere. I go, I want to go anywhere where I can explore. I don't care where it is. I don't care what I'm in. I don't care if it's a ship, a boat, a truck, our van. I don't care. I just want to go someplace new. And I thought, that's what I get every time I go on a new trail, or I hit a river I haven't been on, or we're on a hike someplace that we haven't seen. And that's what Bend, Oregon has been for us. It's endless exploring. Not to mention, if you want to just get to the ocean, it's just a beautiful drive 3 hours away to the coast. And it is gorgeous. Oregon coast is stunning. I love getting away for 3 or 4 days on the Oregon coast. Just pick a town anywhere on the Oregon coast. It's going to be gorgeous. And along that note, I don't know if you've paid much attention to like the high tides, what they call the king tides. That's something you might check out in the next few months. I know in January, check out Pacific City or Lincoln City for the king tides. It's really cool. So I wanted to just share a few of those things because I would not recommend moving to Bend, Oregon if it's for something like, oh, we love downtown, we love, we like the schools, or we like the real estate. Well, all that can change. What are the things that cannot change that are great? Because that's forever, right? And I'm so happy. The first time I drove into Bend, Oregon, 30 years ago, it was the same view, the same river. Drake Park was virtually unchanged. The river's the same. And the hiking, Smith Rock, the trails, the high lakes, which is only, 30 minutes away. Everything's 30 minutes away. You can get to endless exploring, which is something that's very difficult to find in a lot of places that have similar setup. So I'm encouraging you to think about it a little differently. Don't make your main thing the schools or the house that you're looking for, or that type of thing. Even your job doesn't have to be your main thing. Let's get back to the quality of life, the quality of your experiences wherever you are every day. Instead of just having a great life on vacation, make every day like a vacation. And that's what Bend, Oregon is like for me. I live on the east side of Bend, and I wanted to come over to the west side today and ride on the trails over here. It's 15, 20 minutes, and I'm up into the mountains, and I'm you get into the pine trees, and I can ride and explore. In fact, I've never been right here on this exact spot, and I thought, I'll stop right here. Make every day like a vacation when you're living in a place like Bend, Oregon, by connecting with some new hobbies, uh, people groups that can help you learn how to do things you've never done before, like kayaking, adventuring, uh, running, lots of outdoor stuff going on here. The culture in Bend, Oregon is very outdoorsy. And I have to say that, I really do appreciate the farm to table culture in Bend. If you're really into healthy food, we buy all of our food from the local farmers. Local Vor is a place where all the farmers can bring their meats and vegetables, and you can buy year round from any one of many, many ranches right here in Bend and around Central Oregon. I love that. Our freezer is full of the best meat in the world, and that's become just a natural thing that we expect from our lifestyle. And it goes the same, with whatever you're doing. I think Bend actually kind of is a life upgrade. Definitely a life upgrade for us moving from the Bay Area many years ago. And we didn't even know what we were doing. I mean, now people come here, they've researched it. We had no idea where we were going when we came to Bend for the first time. We were just looking for a better place, seeking it out, trying it for ourselves. This was before the internet was really booming. No social media, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok. It was just, you get in your little $300 car and go to wherever you're going, live on pizza and sleep in your car. That's how we did it. and I'm so glad that we did that. You know, if you're worried about how hard it's going to be, or all of the things you could worry about, man, I want to encourage you to just let that go and allow the best adventure of your life to actually happen here in Bend, Oregon. And if you enjoy this kind of conversation, I hope it feels to you like it's real. It is real. It's a real story, and I'm sharing my real ideas, thoughts, and feelings with you about it. We're very blessed here, very fortunate to have access to clean air most of the time, except for when there's fires around. But just like everywhere else, there are pros and cons, and I'm happy to share some of those cons with you too in another conversation. For now, I think that's probably long enough, and I want to encourage you to call me, reach out to me, mrbendoregon.com. My contact information is there. And then, of course, you could like, share, follow, you know what to do, on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, anywhere you can find me online. Hope to talk to you soon, and I wish you the best on your adventures. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.